And now our final group of awards for residential landscape management. Beginning with recognition awards. Kachina Landscape Management, Menlo Park, California, for Stanford Athletics House. And Goldberg and Rodler, Inc. of Huntington, New York, for the Mitchell residence. With merit awards in residential landscape management, we have David J. Frank Landscape Contracting, Inc. of Germantown, Wisconsin, for Park-like Property, a McCoyne residence. Designs by Sundown, Englewood, Colorado, for Brookhaven. James Martin Associates, Inc. of Vernon Hills, Illinois, for the Larkins residence, maintenance. James Martin Associates, Inc. of Vernon Hills, Illinois, for the Lewin residence. Landcrafters, Inc. of New Berlin, Wisconsin, for a McCoyne residence. McHale Landscape Design, Inc. of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, for a country club residence. Paris-based Landscaping, Inc. of Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada, for Yaletown Park. R.P. Marzilli and Company, Inc. of Medway, Massachusetts, for a seaside retreat. The Paddy Group, Inc. of Novelty, Ohio, for the Malbasa residence. And the Paddy Group, Inc. of Novelty, Ohio, for the Graves residence. And finally, the Grand Awards in Residential Landscape Management. Grant and Power Landscaping, Inc., West Chicago, Illinois, for a Wheaton residence. The homeowner wanted their landscape to be neat and tidy without shearing all the shrubs. Weeding beds and hardscape, pruning shrubs and ornamentals, deadheading perennials, spring and fall cleanups, fresh mulch, treating plant problems as they arise, and spade edging are services they receive on a monthly basis. The homeowner takes great pride in this property, as does the crew that maintains it. James Martin Associates, Inc., Vernon Hills, Illinois, for a Winnetka Lakeshore residence. The rear lawn panel is maintained to be a visually inviting entry carpet to Lake Michigan. To keep the lawn looking lush and green, it is treated 5 times a season with herbicide applications coordinated with fertilizing. The crew has to climb down a ladder into the large window well to clean out any debris. A monthly meeting with the owners keeps concerns to a minimum. Lawns of Dallas, Dallas, Texas, for a large residential estate. This maintenance client's goals were to ensure the landscaping presented a clean look through linear lines, while also presenting a resort-style feel around the pool, cabana, and tennis court. Overall, this large estate is one of clean lines, fresh pockets of color, a mixture of plant textures and green tones, and vast spaces of turf that all require full-time care and attention to detail. Leeds Frank Residential Landscapes, a division of David J. Frank Landscape Contracting, Inc. of Germantown, Wisconsin, with supplier Aquatica, for a French country retreat, a Pewaukee residence. When management was first assumed, plants were being eaten by deer and Japanese beetles. Planting beds lacked color, and the lawn appeared anemic. 4 years later, an integrated pest management program keeps diseases, pests, and critters under control. Turf is fertilized 5 times a year and spot sprayed for weeds. And 4 seasonal changes of color bring new shades each season, followed by holiday decorations to brighten the dormant landscape. Leeds Frank Residential Landscapes, division of David J. Frank Landscape Contracting, Inc. of Germantown, Wisconsin, for Sweeter with Time, a Shorewood residence. Often the site of private gatherings as well as public garden walks, these gardens are maintained as if the next visitor is soon to arrive. There are several specialty gardens within the site, and each has its own uniqueness. During winter, The client participates in a comprehensive review of each area of the yard. Changes are suggested, color palettes chosen, and plants pre-ordered for early spring installation. In some cases, the client has been known to travel several hours to locate a specific plant if unavailable locally. Mariani Landscape, Lake Bluff, Illinois, for a British estate. While the home is relatively new, the homeowner wanted the landscape to give the sense that the home was older. The luxurious bent grass is mowed up to 3 times a week. Fertilization is done monthly using T-grade products. In the rear, the boxwood patterns take precise pruning to maintain the intended look. The overall effect is something that could be seen in the rolling hills of England. Rocco Fiore and Sons Inc. of Libertyville, Illinois, for a gentleman's estate. Besides needing a map, this estate poses very diverse maintenance challenges. Managing the woodland gardens, vineyards, pool gardens, a vegetable garden, tennis court, stables, polo fields, and 4 acres of prairie, managed by controlled burns, all balanced with the microclimate of Lake Michigan. Constant communication is required between the estate manager, subcontractors, and polo schedule to maximize efficiency. And as a working farm, disturbances to the animals must be kept to a minimum. And Southern Botanical Inc. of Dallas, Texas for Eagle residents. These clients desired a landscape with the ability to incorporate artwork in their exterior spaces. The main challenge is keeping the turf golf course green and museum quality 12 months out of the year, because Dallas is in the turf transition zone. This last year saw everything from ice to drought, hail, tornadoes, floods, and temperatures from the low 20s to the triple digits. Frequent events, children, and active dogs add to increased wear and tear on turf, hardscapes, and gravel pathways. Materials like soft limestone require scissor-cutting grass between slabs, and protective covers are used on mower wheels to avoid marks on the limestone.